Hey there, I'm working on the switch for my jointer. I'm wiring that in. I'm not going to show this in the video because electrical stuff is so specific to the area where you are. I mean, in Canada it's the same as the US basically. So there's that region that's covered, which is the bulk of the audience actually. But in Europe it's completely different, so I tend not to show it because it elicits a lot of comments from people who have not seen this type of thing before, even if they've done electrical work for themselves. I'm just going to use my heat gun now and shrink this heat shrink. Helps if I turn on the thing. Heat shrink is awesome stuff. I don't know how I got along before it. You see that? I've got that connector on there, that fast on spade connector, which will allow me to connect the power cord directly to the switch, thusly, like that. So that's awesome. Comments. I started this because of comments. And my observations about comments. The comments, you made that video, that mouse maze video, and the thing that struck me, because I mean, there's a mouse going through a maze and whatever, and the one where it was trying to go through the hole, the smallest hole. And the thing that struck me, because, you know, I'm a little bit familiar with mice, but when they're running around, you know, they just poop right there. And they don't even break stride. They just, you know, take a dump right there and there's a little pellet left behind. They don't, you know, pause and look at it and study it like we do, us humans, you know, just drop it and keep going. It's just like a natural part of the thing. And in a lot of ways, the comments have become like that on the YouTube videos. I've taken the time to answer a few of them, which I'm beginning to feel is a mistake more and more, because really there's only one answer, one method of answering that people are looking for when they leave a comment, and that's for someone, especially whoever they're addressing it to agree with it. So if you're an agreeable person and agree with all the comments, even if you don't agree with what they're saying, then that tickles most people. That's what they want. It's like I said, that is exactly what they're looking for. They're not looking for any opposition on things. Now you could turn that around and say, well, you're not looking for opposition on your stuff either, John, are you? You're very sensitive about that stuff. Well, the fact is I'm not sensitive about the stuff that I'm doing. Sensitivity kind of implies a lack of confidence, and I'm very confident in what I'm doing and that it's the right way to do things. Like this here, you know, putting this thing on here, absolutely confident with how I'm doing this. Even though I don't have the correct tool for it, it's going to work out just fine because I've done it literally hundreds of times before. Anyway, so when you answer somebody with something different, like if they say something that's blatantly wrong, I try to make a comment not to correct them so much, but to let the person that might read it know that that's not the right thing to say, or it's not correct information. More heat shrinking. I love it. I've had, I think, 10 of these what is this, heat gun? I've had 10 of these, and this is like the 10th, and this one's not broken yet or burned out. But every one before this burnt out way before its time. Anyway, so yeah, people leave comments. And what I've been noticing lately, and this is what I was trying to get to, if I could actually put words together here. I'm very distracted with what I'm doing. People leave comments these days, and they don't expect an answer for the most part. So I find it's almost a waste of time to answer people. They don't bother to check. They just leave a comment, good or bad. And if you happen to answer them, then I think I'm going to put some heat shrink on this too. I love heat shrink. Heat shrink is beautiful. Oh. The only thing is I'm running out of it. I'll have to get some more. You can get it on Amazon now though, which is nice because I buy a lot of stuff on Amazon. And I'm drifting off topic again, aren't I? Anyway, so they leave comments and then they don't expect an answer. So even if you answer, it's almost like you're wasting your time because falls on deaf ears type thing. So I've limited the number of comments that I actually answer or comment on. Like if I recognize the person, like if it's a viewer that I know, and they are asking something, then I'm gonna answer them. But once again, if it's not if it's not what they want to hear, then that's not much good either. So, you know what I mean? It's like people don't want to be corrected, even when they're saying something that's blatantly wrong. And some people will not retreat either. I don't know if this, if that's a personality trait. I've not been like that. I try to, like I will argue a point until I can see that I'm wrong. And then when I see that I'm wrong, I back off. Because in my opinion, there's no shame in admitting that you're wrong. Don't drop that and break that, fool. Now this all should be in a metal box down here, which is not. But you know what? I've got it all carefully connected. All these joints are nice and sound, even though the Europeans will not recognize these morettes as something that you would use on wire. But no, it's going to be fine. I can put a metal box in there after. I just got to get this done so I can get it out of the way. So yeah, the comments. I don't know what I'm saying here. I do know I have to stop this now so that I can show me hooking up the switch as it goes in there. So